Hey YouTube, this is Marquita and welcome to week 5 of my pregnancy. Yay! Happy Halloween to all of those of you who celebrate. All Hallows Eve to those who call it something different. Or Happy Candy Day if you don't observe either of those. Today, like I said, I am 5 weeks exactly pregnant. And last week was interesting to say the least. I never would have guessed in a million years that we would have been pregnant this cycle. Even though the psychic said that we would be pregnant, I just didn't believe that it was going to actually happen. So, last week was a lot of just really trying to absorb the fact that we were actually pregnant. Um, we went and did a pregnancy like verification just at like a quick appointment after the beta, and it was so weird to hear the nurse say like you and baby, and I was like, who are you talking to? And I was like, oh, it's just really weird. It takes a lot to adjust to the fact that there's actually a baby in there. So yeah. So symptoms after we got the positive pregnancy test on Monday. um I had already noticed before that I was like really sleepy. I usually go to bed around 11, and get up about 7 o'clock. And my partner goes to bed way before that at about usually on most nights between 7:30 and 8 because she has to get up at 2:45 for work. And so I come upstairs and I lay with her until she falls asleep. And I have been noticing that I have been falling asleep with her. And I would get back up and I would be up in my normal time, but I noticed that I was a lot more tired. Well, last week the fatigue definitely hit me. With the exception of last night, I was going to bed at the same time that she was every night, and I was waking up at 7 o'clock. So I was getting over 9 hours of sleep, getting almost close to 12 hours of sleep, depending on what time we went to bed. So the fatigue has been a huge one. I wake up in the morning and I'm sleepy, and I pass Starbucks and I'm just like, I want caffeine. But yeah, I've been sleepy and fatigued. Yesterday, I got a headache, which I saw that was can be a pregnancy symptom. My wife and I both already suffer from migraines, so I got a headache that turned into a migraine yesterday, and I didn't even get a chance to finish watching the Seahawks play the Cincinnati Bengals, which was like a big game in our house yesterday because I was rooting for the Seahawks, and Krista was rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals because that's her home team. And so I was just like super sad that I missed the game. And the Seahawks lost, so I was mad about that. So yeah, I had to take a nap yesterday because I had a headache. So I'm hoping that that's one of the symptoms that isn't a common one because I get headaches already pretty frequently. What else? Nausea. I had some off and on last week, and I was just like, well, I'm hoping that nausea won't be a symptom, and that's what me and Krista were both saying, that maybe I won't have any nausea or vomiting this pregnancy. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Yesterday, I was so sick. I didn't actually physically throw up, but I wanted to so bad. And coupled with my headache, it really did not help at all. I really just wanted to lay down and just like put my head under the covers. I've been trying to eat frequent meals to combat the nausea, but sometimes chewing in and of itself makes me feel like I need to throw up. So at this point, it doesn't really matter if there's something in my stomach. The nausea is worse if I wait until I'm hungry, and that's the other thing. So my hunger has increased like tenfold. I am two settings on hunger. Either I am not hungry or I'm starving. And I can go from not hungry to starving in a matter of like 5 to 10 minutes. So if I'm starving after I eat, then I get nauseous. I guess because my stomach is empty and I'm putting food in it. I try not to overfill. I've been trying to eat like regular portions, but just beef up the amount of proteins and vegetables that I'm getting. But yeah, I this is the one part of pregnancy that I'm not too thrilled about. However, I told Krista yesterday while I was super nauseous that I guess I have to be careful for what I ask for, because I said that nausea in this pregnancy would help me feel like it's real, and it would help me feel like it's more of a viable pregnancy, since I have heard that before, that if you have really bad morning sickness, that's a really good sign it's a good strong pregnancy. And I don't know how true that is or not, but I know that a lot of the other moms on my boards feel like that's a really good sign, is when you get nausea. So to be 5 weeks and to already be nauseous, it's gonna be a long road. What other symptoms am I having? Let's see. The headaches, the nausea, fatigue. Oh, I need to use the restroom a lot more than usual. It's mainly because I'm sure, well, it's because of the intake, and then all the emails that I've gotten said that that's just really normal at this point. I'm really thirsty all the time. Earlier last week, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to increase my water intake, because I had really started to slack off on my water before I found out that I was pregnant. Probably because I was almost in a I don't really care, I'm so sick of TTC mode. So now I'm having to build my way back up. It's a good thing that I still only drink water. So I just have to try to fill up my water container a lot more often, which then in turn makes me need to go to the restroom a lot more often. Uh, what else? I have been having like mood swings. Things annoy me a lot faster than they have in the past. I went to work this weekend and my girls were really just annoying. And they're usually, my clients usually don't, but this weekend they really were. They were really kind of annoying me. And there's other little small things. I have a shorter fuse, and I'm really going to try to keep a watch on that, because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was a capital B, and so I don't want to be that way in this pregnancy, so I'm going to really try to keep an eye on it. What else? I think that that's really it. Those have been the main ones. My partner is super excited that we're having a baby. We text each other back and forth, and it's so funny. And I'll be like, "Guess what?" She'll be like, "What?" And I'm like, "We're pregnant." Like, it still hasn't really sunk in for us. Now she can rub on my stomach, and it's not like I don't roll my eyes, because before when she did it, I was just like, oh, there's not a baby in there, and it's going to be so much more difficult for her when my period comes. And now when she rubs my stomach at night, I think that it's the sweetest thing. And she talks to the baby, even though obviously the baby can't hear yet. And since last week it was a poppy seed, we called it the poppy seed all week. And now that I'm 5 weeks, it's either an apple seed or a sesame seed. So, although I still love the name poppy seed, I guess since it's not a poppy seed anymore and it's gotten bigger, then I guess we should call it by its formal size. What else? We decided that we do want to find out the sex of the baby when that time comes. At first we didn't, but now that we're actually pregnant, it's super exciting, and so we want to know. So I think, I believe you do it at 7 weeks, but we're gonna do the cabbage test. We're gonna do, we plan to do the IntelliGender at 10 weeks, and then hopefully some old wives' tales in between there, so that we can like kind of build up suspense to see if it's a boy or a girl. I'm perfectly healthy with either sex. My partner definitely wants a little girl, but I'm perfectly fine. Little boys are rough, so I don't know about that, but I guess we'll see. What else? We have our doctor's appointment next Thursday. This is like worse than the 2 week wait. Um, And I think after that doctor's appointment, because we have our ultrasound, that appointment, that's the main focus of that appointment, is to make sure that we have a viable pregnancy. And after that appointment, then I will feel so much better, and I'll be able to have a sigh of relief and be able to like really settle into this pregnancy. Um, because there's so many things that can go wrong or happen between now and then. I'll be 6 weeks and I think 3 or 4 days at that appointment. And so, once we see, I'm hoping that on the ultrasound we're able to see the sac with an embryo in it and hopefully a beating heart. I hear that sometimes 6 weeks and 3 or 4 days is a little soon to be able to see it, but I've also seen some videos here on YouTube where some couples have been able to see their heartbeat. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that that's what we're going to be able to do, is to see all of those things. And then I'll really be able to be happy and move over to, I'm still on my Queer Conceptions board uh, for mothering.com. And once we hear the heartbeat or know that we have a viable pregnancy, then I'll be able to move over to Queer and Pregnant. So I'm excited to be able to make that transition. So yeah, that's really it. I'm getting together a video now of all of our baby buys. It hasn't been a whole lot, just because like I said, I'm not really 100% comfortable and ready to start buying things just in case. I don't want to say that anything bad is going to happen, but I don't want to have lots and lots of baby stuff and something does happen. And yeah, so I did buy a few things like preconception, and then I bought some other things last week. So I'm going to do a video on those and post it sometime this week. And other than that, then I will be back next Monday for my 6-week video. And then on Thursday, I will do a video about our ultrasound. So congratulations to all the BFPs. Good luck to those who are getting ready to go into their 2-week wait. I believe Miss G is supposed to be going into the 2-week wait in the next couple weeks. So sending her lots of baby dust. And then anyone else that's heading into the 2-week wait, congratulations and good luck. And those BFPs, good luck. Those who are finding out the sex, good luck. Good luck to everyone. And baby dust to all that need it. Still send us lots of baby dust. We still need it. We're not completely out of the woods yet. And thank you all for so much for all of your support. And we appreciate it. So that's it for week 5. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We'd love to do a questions video. So if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below and we'll do a questions video. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next Monday for 6 weeks. Bye.